Kind of have regrets coming here. Amount of walking. Do you see? I got chichi sweat. Oh yeah, fry it a little bit. Oh, so good. Oh yeah. Hi guys, welcome back. I am going to be checking out Target today because my friend is all moved into her new apartment and I just wanted to give her a little welcoming gift as well as Alamwana to see what's going on with their whole holiday promotions, so stick around. So just as I thought, it's super busy right now and the parking at the mall was kind of crazy. I found parking at Target, it wasn't as bad. So I'm just like in the home section. I want to find something cute but not like break the bank. So far, this one smelled very spa-like. Lavender eucalyptus. This one smells really good too. This one is jasmine ylang ylang. This one smells very soft and like feminine. I like it. I usually go for like citrus stuff, but this one doesn't really smell like anything. So I think I might go for this one. So I wanted to get like a basket so that I could put together a basket, and I can't really find anything here. I feel like I might have better luck at like Ross or finally made it to Ross, and oh my god, just like this small amount of walking, do you see? Embarrassing state. I got chichi sweat. There should be like a product that helps with that besides, you know, just putting deodorant under there. I don't want to put deodorant under my boobs, so okay, let's look for this basket. So I finally found a basket and it doesn't break the bank and it's a little cute. $3.99. Has a little bit of like this woven detail in here and it's a good size that I don't have to put a whole bunch of things inside. So, but while I'm still here, I'm gonna check to see what else I can find at the store. Lordy, it is so busy and I kind of have regrets coming here. I didn't really even want to look around, but I stopped by. I got my box, or like my little gift basket, and then I got the diffuser. I know that Lisa is very much like, you know, she's into wine, but she's also like good about like budget wine. So I'm gonna stop by Safeway because I have a gift card and maybe I can make like a small little dish to bring to her house tomorrow. So I'm thinking kimchi jigae because I have a bunch of kimchi at home and maybe I can film that tomorrow. So we're at Safeway. I feel like I've had a couple of wine like these budget wines with her, and one of them that she likes is this Menage a Trois. It's like right now $13.99. She's a red girly, so I have to find something red. I feel like she likes Merlots. I'm not like a wine connoisseur. Do you see like a dark red blend from Menage a Trois? Maybe I can get that one. Like there's blends, not so much like a Merlot. Like with her, the darker the better. Like she likes the dark wine, so I'm just gonna get the blend, the midnight blend, in the Menage a Trois, and it pairs well with the Kimchi Jigae. So I'm back from shopping. I got my ingredients for tomorrow, and I have a few in my fridge too. I have this big pot of kimchi, but I'm gonna scoop out what I want. It's not as sour as I'd like to be, so we're just gonna put it in some Tupperware, leave it out, and hopefully it just like ferments a little more. It gets a little more sour for kimchi jjigae, and we're just gonna prepare that tomorrow before heading out to see my friend Lisa. See you tomorrow, my precious. Today's just a girl dinner. I just warmed up some like kalbi that our friend made us, kimchi, and some sweet potato that I had just chilling in the fridge. Harrison is working overnight, so he will be back in the morning like at 4 a.m. So his shifts are like 4 to 4. So when that's the case, I generally don't like to cook a huge meal for myself. I just try to warm up whatever we have in the fridge, and today's dinner's not so bad. The kalbi's really good. Our friend made it with like a very simple marinade, and it's pretty fire. So I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wow! So completed basket of some toiletry stuff like a diffuser, hand soap, candle, and then like some wine that we're gonna drink later tonight. It's the thought that counts, you know. I added a little extra tissue to make it look a little more full, but you know, she's cute, so this is what I'm gonna give to her, and then I'm gonna make the kimchi jjigae in a little bit. So the kimchi jjigae that I'm making is going to be with salmon. I saw this, like, I guess version of it on this favorite show that I used to like watching. It was on Netflix, but it's not on there anymore, so I kind of miss it. And every time I think of kimchi jjigae and like that dish, I really just want to make it at home. And generally, like, the only person that eats it is me, because if it's something that I'm making for Harrison, like both Harrison and I, like, he prefers kimchi jjigae with like typically pork, like a pork loin, or like spam, since we are from Hawaii and we love our spam. But this dish is going to be specifically inspired from that show. A few different ingredients too that I could find from the supermarket. The more vegetables you can add, the better in my case. And so I'm going to include this whole radish, and radish is generally on the bitter side. Smaller, like bite size. Yeah, radish can be generally pretty bitter, but if you fry it first, it takes some of that bitterness out. And there's this one melon, it's like called a bitter melon, and the bitter melon is really good for diabetics. So I generally don't like too much of the bitterness, but when cooked, the bitterness does tone down. So the new place that we're planning on moving to is out of town, which is kind of like sad because I grew up in town, like specifically in Makiki, lived in Makiki my whole life, and you know, I like can generally walk everywhere, but in Pearl City, a lot of places you do have to drive, like to the grocery store. It's not really that close to where we live, but the area is quiet. It's just so like different from what I'm used to, but it's a good change because the spaces gonna be bigger since it's a townhouse, and you know, all my life I grew up in apartments. It's kind of like I almost don't believe it until we actually move in. The house itself, it was kept in really good condition. They have like 3 dogs, but when we went over to do like the inspection and like the tour of the house, I didn't smell like any kind of like animal odors, you know what I mean? Because most of the time, like if you have like a pee pad in your home, there is going to be specific like smells that it's just bound to happen. Like when Chloe uses the bathroom and like the pee pad does not get changed out right away, like the odor just like evaporate, like diffuses and like goes into the whole bathroom. I was like kind of surprised that the house smelled so clean for like having 3 dogs. I could never. The kitchen, I am gonna miss this kitchen. It is like an open kitchen, so like, you know, Harrison and I can just kind of come in and out. When we're cooking, like we can kind of maneuver around each other. But this kitchen, it's kind of like smaller, but he reassured me that, you know, when the time comes, we can renovate it to like how we want it to look. But this is a kitchen that I'm gonna miss. This is like our first home, and the fact that we are gonna move into our second home is kind of like nuts, you know. Yeah, so pretty grateful. But this day is about my friend Lisa. She's moving into her newer apartment, bigger too, so she has more space. And I just wanted to do just something nice, you know, when I come over. I didn't get it on camera, but I did dice up like 6 garlic cloves. I mean, it's up to you if you want to add that much, but Lisa and I are Korean, so too much garlic is not really a thing for me, if you know what I mean. So I have like the ingredients pretty much chopped up. I'm gonna stir fry the mushrooms first to like draw out any excess water, and then I'm going to stir fry the rest together, and then put the kimchi in there, and then add like the more like liquids and the final pieces like the salmon. I almost forgot to add some olive oil on the skin. We're gonna change this timer to about like 10 minutes. That should be good enough. We're gonna stir fry the rest. I changed the heat to medium high. Put a little more oil in there, and we're gonna stir fry the radish and the onion. Just like when you cook onions, you know, they turn more caramelized and sweeter. This is gonna help with the bitterness from the radish and to just kind of sweeten it up. So this is the kimchi that I left out last night, and oh yeah, so it smells a lot more sour, and it actually has a little, like a good amount of kimchi juice in there, if you can see it. I feel like these are pretty much in good bite-sized pieces, so I don't think I need to cut them more, but you can cut your kimchi to smaller pieces if it comes like as a whole piece of cabbage. So we're just going to wait till all this is ready and then stir fry that in, and then, you know, put the soup base in, and then add the salmon on top. I have just about enough green onion for garnish, so or maybe like a little bit inside as well. So I'm gonna cut that up and dice it. I like using the bottom ends for cooking, so we're just gonna dice it up like this and throw it in the pan. And then the rest, I'm gonna dice it the same way, but it's gonna be for garnish. A little space in the pan so I can fry up the oil and some garlic. And just gonna fry it up a little, and then we can just stir it all together. One thing I'm not gonna miss about this place is it's so freaking hot. And the other place has split AC. That's like one thing we were looking for when looking at different homes. So, I mean, the AC is going to be mostly in the living room, but I think it should keep the whole house generally cool, and it might make it a little bit more, like, comfortable to cook, because, you know me, I'm a sweaty girl. I'm always sweating under my chi-chis, on my face, all over. I got the fan on me, I got the AC on, you know? It's like Hoy struggles right there. By now everything looks pretty much cooked. So I'm gonna add the kimchi in there. And if y'all know, cooked kimchi always tastes better when you fry it a little bit. So I'm just gonna fry it up. Then add some water with some dashi, which I have some instant dashi right here. And then we're going to simmer this for like, I don't know, 30 minutes. And then also cook the salmon while it's simmering too. I'm gonna add a couple cups of water, and we're not gonna add too much because this is essentially like a stew. So right now I have about a cup in here. I think I'm just gonna add another cup should do. So let's see, like, yeah, 2 cups of water. And so it should be pretty much covering most of the vegetables, but not like above the vegetables. I normally do add in is gochujang, which is Korean pepper paste, but I didn't realize I don't have at the moment. Like, normally I put the Korean pepper paste in, and it just adds a little bit more redness to the dish too. But I have some samjang, like my mom's samjang, which is essentially like gochujang with a mix of miso paste. So it looks a little more brown than red. So we're just gonna throw that in there, you know, probiotics, whatever. And I like a little bit more pepper flakes in there too, so I'm gonna add that in as well. My mom's special batch straight from Korea. So let me show you what I have so far. So it's just all up in there. This is kind of a lot, so I'm just gonna pack what I can into the Tupperware when I go to my friend's house. And yeah, and then we're just gonna hang out and enjoy this kimchi jjigae. We got the salmon in there, and it's about 4:43, so we're just gonna cook this for about 30 more minutes. Timer went off a few minutes ago, and let's see what it looks like. It smells so good. Oh yeah, like the color is good. It's like a darker kind of red orange, and the salmon looks pretty much cooked all the way through. And by now you just want to do a little quick taste test to see if, you know, you need to add a little more salt or anything like that. I'm gonna take a sip of the soup. Oh shit, that's hot. You know, one thing that I almost forgot, which is sesame oil. A light drizzle of this is gonna add just a little bit more depth of flavor. But that, look at that kimchi, it looks soft. The radish too took on a lot of like the soup, like juice. And the salmon looks good too. Salmon's ready to go. You know what I just remembered looking into my fridge? I forgot to add the soft tofu, but that's okay because I have some leftover kimchi jigae, so I'm just gonna mix some of the tofu in this one so that I can have something to eat tomorrow. which works out perfectly. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up, head over there, and we're just gonna enjoy this lovely salmon kimchi jjigae dinner. Good morning, guys. So it's the next day, and I didn't vlog the kimchi jjigae at my friend's house because she was still sort of unpacking, and you know, like her house, like it just had boxes and stuff all over, so I just didn't feel right like recording everything then. But I mean, she loved the kimchi jjigae that I made her, so I'm happy about that. She went for seconds. She said it kind of reminded her of how her mom would make kimchi jjigae with fish, so that's a proud moment. And today I'm just going to eat some of the leftover kimchi jjigae for lunch. And for the tofu, I decided to keep it cold and just add a little like chili oil to it. Also gifted me like this matcha, which is like a mushroom matcha from Ryze, and it's my first time trying it, and I personally love matcha. I'm just out at the moment, and I wanted to restock with I wanted to try like a ceremonial type of matcha. I kind of missed the flavor of that. I was trying to finish my Costco like organic matcha, which was okay. Like the flavor is just very like not strong, but it like does the job. I'm gonna try this Ryze mushroom matcha for my drink today and give you my honest thought about it. Ooh, this definitely does not smell like matcha, and the color is kind of like this pea green color. I'm just gonna use my regular bamboo matcha whisk, and the color does change to a darker green, but not that usual like bright matcha green that everybody loves. I'm gonna take a straight sip of this and then you know, put in my milk and sweetener. It okay, so it has like that after taste of matcha, but the initial taste is not matcha. Like that aftertaste, you know, like how it can have some kind of like a bitterness and a hint, like just like a hint of like grassy flavor, but it's definitely not like a full-on matcha flavor. Definitely I'm gonna use some sweetener and milk, but this one, it has 6 different functional mushrooms. It's like cordyceps for stamina, lion's mane for focus, reishi for stress relief, shiitake for immune support, turkey tail for digestion, and king trumpet for anti-inflammation. So I think she gave this to me because she knows that I'm like kind of going through my like health journey / goal, and she thinks that this will help with, you know, any sort of inflammation and to essentially reduce the inflammation so that I, you know, can have an easier time losing the weight that I want to lose. I put in some of my sweetener and milk, so cheers. It's not bad. This is my lunch today. It kind of looks like a big bowl, but it's mostly kimchi, and then I have my tofu with the laoganma chili oil, and then I also have this other chili oil from like a Vietnamese restaurant that I'm gonna eat that with. But overall, looks really yummy. And you know, like I really appreciate eating at home more, because I noticed that when I eat at home and it's just like, you know, whole vegetables like this, it's not like baked and creamed and all that stuff, like eating these types of food don't really spike my blood sugar as bad. I think it helps me be a little more like compatible with eating carbs and everything. So because when I eat out, I'm always kind of like, oh shoot, is this gonna spike it really bad? But when I eat at home, I know what I put in it, and if it's just vegetables like this, then you know, I don't really worry as much. Kimchi, like the soup is just all in the radish and the cabbage. It's like the flavor is deeper today. I was planning on going to the beach with a friend. It's raining. It's kind of sad, but it's okay. I just told her to reschedule. I think Harrison and I are just planning to have a quiet day at home. So I have really nothing to vlog other than just the next day of eating my kimchi jjigae. But yeah, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. Really, I do love cooking. I'm just not like an expert. And so like the type of videos that I like to post so far have been like making these like cooking vlogs. So if you do enjoy that, then subscribe, and then you can catch me in the next video. All right, love you guys. Bye.